For today, I have a little money saving tip for anyone who is considering buying a new laptop. And let's face it, why do we normally, most people, buy a new laptop? We buy it under duress because the old one has suddenly, for one reason or other, malfunctioned. I won't get into the specifics, but you've all had the experience. So this is the worst frame of mind to buy anything, of course. And we tend to make unwise choices. In my case, in the past, it's been going on eBay, usually, and without much research, although not much research can be done unless you're someone who knows what they're doing, and even then, buy if not the cheapest, something in a mid-range price, which looks like a great deal. Well, although with many physical products whose quality you can accurately ascertain by the images and description, it is a good idea to buy a cheap one if you can find it, and you often do on eBay especially, because most people are, or at least many, who are not professional sellers, are eager to unload household items, and you can often get great buys. And I did get such a thing recently. I got a great wrestling singlet from eBay, which would normally sell in the dozens of dollars for only $12. And usually with these items, you get a horde of interested buyers for reasons that I won't go into. Well, some of these items, let me just briefly say, are fetish items. So sporting goods, especially sporting goods that adhere to the body, are considered fetish items, and eBay has been trying to crack down on that by prohibiting sellers from adding pictures of themselves, modeling them, in suggestive poses and so on. So that's cut down on a lot of fetish items, clothing items sold on eBay. But I digress. I was just saying that you can find great buys on eBay, but used laptops are not one of them. Why? Because there's no way for you to ascertain how much wear and tear the hard drive has. And often, if the person selling the laptop has any clue of what they're doing, they'll wipe, and certainly if they're a professional who does that, as a matter of routine, they will wipe the hard drive clean, and that will usually allow the laptop to function adequately for some time. But, and I'm not making this up, whenever I've bought a used laptop from eBay, that of course is always presented as used but in great condition, or just plain used. Many sellers don't even bother to say that it's, to add any other descriptors as far as its condition. it has crashed within sometimes an embarrassingly for the seller small period of time. In the worst case, it crashed within the first week, and I was so upset that I got the seller not only to take it back, but also, although the buyer is supposed to pay for shipping fees for returns, I got them to pay for return shipping as well, because sometimes you're so upset that you're willing to leave vehemently negative feedback. And a reasonable seller would much rather pay a few dollars for return shipping, than to lose potentially hundreds or thousands of dollars due to negative feedback. It's really a dreaded thing for sellers on eBay. And let me tell you that perhaps understandably, eBay errs on the side of buyers, because of course they want to safeguard the reputation of the marketplace, which is exactly the opposite of what Fiverr does. If you've watched or listened to any of my Fiverr reviews, Fiverr either doesn't care, or sellers on Fiverr have found a way to trick or hack the rating system, so that, and I'm sure there are ways to do that, especially for tech-savvy, digital marketers who who peddle their goods on Fiverr. So for Fiverr, I would say don't really pay that much attention to 5-star rating, because that changes often from week to week. But on eBay, you can be certain that feedback is skewed towards the advantage of the buyer. So my advice, if you buy a laptop, buy a new one. Always. It's the greatest investment. The few extra bucks you'll pay. And never ever a used one from eBay.